Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. As some of you might know, I'm pretty active. I love lifting, going to spin class, Pilates, running, and I recently even started taking pole dancing classes, which have been the hardest thing I have ever done. And with that said, I have tried my fair share of gym wear brands and kind of narrowed down which ones I personally tend to gravitate towards, and I thought it would be super fun to share with you guys. The athletic wear industry is incredibly saturated at this point, and so there are hundreds of brands that I personally have never tried. So if your favorite brand isn't on this list, it doesn't mean that I personally dislike them or anything. It most likely just means I either haven't worn their pieces before or haven't worn enough of them to form a strong opinion. And as always, this is purely my opinion only. You certainly do not have to agree with what I have to say. It's all really down to personal preference. With that said, I wanted to rate each of the different brands I'm going to be discussing based on the following criteria. So number one, material. This is a pretty obvious category, and again, all down to personal preference. I personally prefer material that's very thin, soft, and breathable. A good example of this is the famous Lululemon buttery soft fabric that's in their Align collection, but I'll talk about those later. So nothing too stiff or thick. I really like almost like second skin material. Criteria number two is fit. So this has a lot of overlap with material. So for instance, I personally don't like a lot of compression, and a lot of that has to do with the fabric that it's made in. That's probably the most divisive opinion of mine when it comes to gym wear. I know so many women absolutely love a good compressive fit. For me personally, I think it's more uncomfortable, and I also don't like that it can flatten my booty, which is a really big downside for me. But other than the compression, does it really fit and mold well to my body? Are there certain design choices that elevate my figure, etc.? The third category is inclusivity, specifically when it comes to sizing. So what size range is available, and do they have different length options that you can purchase? Criteria number four is style. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm feeling super cute in my gym outfit, it really motivates me to work hard and not slack off during my workout. This category is completely subjective, and I'm just basing it off of my own personal style. So what aesthetic design choices do they make? What colors and styles are available? And how do their overall aesthetic really resonate with my fashion taste? The last category is affordability. So to make it the most consistent across brands, I tried to use leggings as the base comparison. So what I did was go to each of the brand's legging pages, sort by best sellers, and then average the top 5 leggings to get one price. I do want to be transparent that as a fashion content creator, I get a lot of activewear pieces gifted to me, and a lot of those pieces are featured in this video. However, there are a ton of activewear pieces that are gifted to me that I end up donating because I just don't wear or personally prefer. So this video is unbiased, other than the fact that maybe I wouldn't have heard of some of the brands in the first place if they weren't gifted to me. But at the end of the day, they made it on this list because I personally would go out and purchase them with my own money. And obviously, the affordability factor is so completely subjective. What I consider affordable can be completely different than what someone else thinks is affordable, but I really try to compare them to each other and keep it as standard to the best of my ability. Finally, if the brand's leggings aren't squat proof, then they're not even on this list. But also, if you're like me and hate panty lines, I would suggest wearing seamless thongs. Whew, okay, that was a lot. Thank you so much for bearing with my extremely long intro. I just wanted to make sure that I covered all of my bases. So with all of that, here are my top 6 favorite gym wear brands. These are in ascending order, by the way, based on their average scores across all categories. In 6th place is Fabletics, and even though they are on the bottom of this particular list, also keep in mind that this is a list of my all-time favorite gym wear brands. I work with Fabletics every single month, so I have tried a lot of their different pieces and various styles. For material, I gave them a 3.5 only because, like I mentioned, I personally like super moldable fabric. I find that the typical Fabletics material is usually a bit more stiff and thick, which I know some people have a preference for, but it's just not my absolute favorite. For fit, I give them a 3, and I think it's because of the material or maybe the general sizing that it's not a higher score. Some of their leggings and shorts gape a bit at the waist. Their waistbands are usually thicker, and I think that prevents it from truly molding to my body perfectly. Again, I just prefer a thinner material, but if you like something thicker and sturdier, then this brand might be for you. Fabletics scores a 4 out of 5 for their sizing, which ranges from extra small all the way to 4X, which is amazing. I also love how they offer regular, short, and tall option lengths. I gave them a 4 for style. I would say their style is very bright, bold, and fun. They have a huge variety of pieces, not just limited to leggings, shorts, and sports bras. They have dresses, jumpsuits, intimates, and randomly enough, one of my favorite puffer jackets is from them. I also love how a lot of their pieces are very functional with a lot of pockets and subtle practical details. For affordability, I rated them a 2.5 because on average, their leggings are $75 a pop, which is a pretty substantial chunk of money for one pair of leggings. However, they're known for their subscription services, so if you sign up to become a VIP member, you can unlock a ton of savings. So if you use that option, the affordability would actually go up a few points. But for the ease of this video, I just rated them based on a one and done purchase. That gives Fabletics an average score of 3.4 out of 5, but again, bear in mind that their score would be higher if you decided to do their VIP membership. I think overall a great brand, but mostly I have issues with their sizing here and there. Next up is the brand Colorfulkoala, which I think is the least known brand on this list. To be quite honest, I found out about them because I was trying to find Lululemon aligned dupes, and their leggings and shorts are pretty spot on considering the vast price difference. Their buttery soft leggings are so incredibly comfy, and I wear their shorts in particular probably more than any other item. Honestly, no complaints other than that the leggings can pill and easily get linty, but that's almost a given when you're dealing with this kind of soft fabric as opposed to the shiny spandexy ones. I give their fit a 4 out of 5. They mold really well to my body, although the one issue is that the leggings sometimes gape in the dip between my hip bone and my thigh. If I was able to size down, that might fix it. For inclusivity, I give them a 2 out of 5 since their sizing ranges from the pretty standard extra small to extra large with no length options. For style, I give them a 3. I think they're great basics. They have leggings, shorts, joggers, sports bras, and tops. I saw that they also started doing dresses, but I personally haven't tried those. I think their pieces are cute, good essentials, but nothing that really sets them apart in regards to style. Their highlighting feature is definitely their affordability. With an average price of $27 per pair of leggings, that is far and above the most affordable option on this list, and I think considered pretty affordable in general for good quality leggings. And that gives Colorfulkoala a 3.6 out of 5, which I think is pretty darn good. Again, if affordability is your #1 criteria, then I would definitely suggest them. Next up is Lululemon. You all know it. I feel like everybody was such a ride or die for the Lululemon leggings a few years ago. I know I was. I would tell all of my friends, just do it. It's worth the investment because no other competitor is really keeping up. But at this point, I do feel like their competition has really cracked the code, which is why Lululemon is #4 on my list. For material, it's a 5 out of 5. I don't have much to say that isn't common knowledge at this point. Lululemon quality is top tier. I especially love their Align leggings, which I think basically revolutionized the whole buttery soft thing. Truly high-end, luxurious materials. Again, no surprise here, the fit is a 5 out of 5. Everything hugs my body perfectly and no complaints for me here. Truly like second skin. Another category that Lululemon knocks out of the park is their inclusive size range. They have a whopping 11 different sizes ranging from 0 to 4 all the way to 16, 18, and 20. Plus, you can choose various pant lengths. I had to stop their streak and give their style a 3 out of 5 because it's not necessarily my favorite. I think their essentials are great, but overall, their aesthetic isn't all for me. I do like how they have a huge range of products, even including sneakers. I can vouch that their Blissfeel sneakers are truly like walking on clouds. Again, no surprise here, their affordability is a 1 out of 5. The one major downside of Lululemon is the hefty price tag, coming in at an average of $116 per pair of leggings. And that gives Lululemon a score of 3.8 out of 5. Again, in the past, I think you could really justify the hefty price tag because no other brand came close in terms of quality. Nowadays, however, I think the competition has really snuck up on Lululemon, but with a much less daunting price tag. Coming in at #3 on my list is Stori. Stori's material is just chef's kiss, 5 out of 5. Another buttery soft fabric, honestly, I think their fabric might be a tiny bit better than Lululemon's, which is no ordinary feat. I love how incredibly soft their pieces are and insanely stretchy. If I had to live in one material for the rest of my life, it would be this. Because of their amazing material, the fit is also a 5 out of 5. Truly like second skin and so breathable. I really don't have much to say other than absolute perfection. For size inclusivity, they rate a 2.5 out of 5. They have sizes from 2 through 12. Stori's style is also top-notch. I think their style is pretty similar to mine, sleek, neutral, and edgy, at least for sportswear. I love the silhouettes of their pieces, and I wear their cropped hoodie all the time. The only issue is that they release a select number of pieces at a time, so something that I love and wear all the time, I wouldn't be able to easily repurchase. For instance, I somehow lost my all-time favorite basic black biker shorts from them, and I'm not able to replace them. Finally, with an average price of $84 per pair of leggings, they rate a 2 out of 5 in regards to affordability, so a bit on the pricier side. When I first loosely compiled this list, I actually put Stori at the very top, so they're definitely neck and neck with spots number 1 and 2 in regards to material, fit, and style, but inclusivity and affordability did knock them down a couple pegs. Number 2 and 1 came in so incredibly close. Coming in at number 2 by a mere 1/10 of a point is Vitae Apparel. Vitae's material is a 5 out of 5. The material isn't the same buttery soft kind as Stori or Lululemon Align leggings, but a more stretchy, spandexy one that most people might associate with activewear. I definitely have a personal preference for buttery soft fabrics, but for this different type, this material rates a 5 out of 5. Super stretchy and breathable. For reference, this is what I wish Fabletics material was closer to. Again, a great fabric usually signifies a great fit, at least for body-hugging silhouettes, so a 5 out of 5 for this one. For inclusivity, they're pretty standard, ranging from extra small to extra large. To be honest though, I think that having incredibly inclusive sizing isn't the most important thing for activewear, because if your material is stretchy enough, I don't think the sizing would be as much of an issue in comparison to, say, jeans or something. So while they rate a 2 out of 5, I don't think it's as weighty a category. Vitae style is also great. It's fresh, fun, and I love the color options. They're classic, but you can find subtle, trendy design choices that differentiate them. I also love their lounge sets. They're so comfy and chic. In regards to affordability, they're the second most affordable on the list, coming in at around $55 per pair of leggings. That makes Vitae Apparel a 4.1 out of 5, and it's probably my personal favorite just because I tend to reach for their pieces more than any other brand on this list. And drum roll please! Coming in at number 1 on this list is Vitality, which used to be called Balance Athletica. To be honest, I think Vitae and Vitality are super similar, not just in name, but also in their overall aesthetic, colors, and cuts. Vitality's material is super stretchy and breathable, lightweight, and incredibly soft. I think it's somewhere in between the qualities of Vitae and Stori's fabric. The fit is also very similar to the last two, as it hugs every dip and curve on your body. The size inclusivity is where Vitality edges out Vitae. From extra small to 4X and different lengths to choose from, Vitality is more diverse when it comes to size range. Finally, the style and colors are also pretty similar to Vitae's. Clean, classic, fun, and fresh. I love their subtle, unique design choices. Another difference that almost offsets the advantage of the inclusivity category, the affordability rates a 2 out of 5 with an average of $82 per leggings. For reference, Vitae was at an average of $55. And that gives Vitality a total score of 4.2 out of 5, beating Vitae by a hair. Again, I personally think that price outweighs the size inclusivity for me, so I would choose Vitae over Vitality. But it really depends on what your personal priorities are. If you're willing to spend more to have incredibly diverse sizing, then Vitality might be for you. But again, they're so neck and neck, I think both are incredibly great options. And that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know down below in the comments if you agree with my opinions, and also let me know which brands you think I should check out. Please make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell if you would like to get notified when my next video drops. Until next time, bye!